Talk about DIC. What is DIC?
Dependency and indemnity compensation. It's a tax-free monthly benefit VA pays to surviving dependents of a veteran whose death was caused by their military service or a service-connected condition. Sure. So the criteria for veterans, for as far as to qualify for DIC, the service member must have died while on active duty for training, or inactive duty for training, or the veteran passed away to a service connected disability, or so there's a bunch of ors here we're dealing with. So we have multiple options on how to qualify. Or the veteran's death was not service connected, however, which is what the but is, but was entitled to receive VA disability compensation at the 100% disabling condition or TDIU. So you can still get qualify for DIC being paid under TDIU for a period of 10 years prior to death, or since release from active duty, and for a period of at least 5 years prior to the veteran's death, or for at least 1 year before death if the veteran was a former POW who died after September 30th, 1999, which I'm not sure how many of those we actually have, to be honest with you. I haven't heard a whole lot of POWs after that date.
Yeah, but definitely thinner. And I wanted to just kind of emphasize this or stuff. So we just showed you an infographic, which is a graphical representation of boring ass numbers and words. These ors are highlighted or bolded on purpose, but even there's so many ors that I start tuning them out. Do not tune out or, and, or but, because it means a combination, and they're super important. And VA uses them all across the 38 CFR.
One note about that. The ors are a good thing. The ands are not so good, because now you need multiple things to qualify for an
this and this and right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You'd rather deal with ors because it's A, B, or C. So it's either one of those. It's not A, B, and C. So now you have three prongs to qualify instead of just one prong to qualify. So that's the difference between an and an or. You'd much rather be in an or situation when you're looking to qualify for something than an and situation.
But you're kind of throwing it out there like you could choose that. You can't. You either are in the or situation or the but situation.
Right.
Pay attention to everything, because if you're just swimming into this for the first time, or you don't quite understand it, all that stuff is important. Some things are going to be easier for you. Some things are going to be harder for you. And for sure, nothing is going to be like Raider X's claim, and your claim is going to be nothing like my claim. We have the fundamentals. We're all different. We're all different unique snowflakes, Raider X.
Right. But there's two different criteria for DIC. If you're a surviving spouse or if you're a dependent child. So for surviving spouse, you had to have been married to the veteran for at least 1 year prior to the veteran's death, or had a child with the veteran, lived with the veteran continuously until the time of their death, and were not separated from the veteran, or if separated, were not responsible for the separation. So that's how you qualify for DIC as a surviving spouse. To qualify for DIC for a dependent child, the dependent child must be unmarried and meet certain other criteria to receive the DIC benefits. Those qualifications are similar to the benefits for dependent benefits, which also require the dependent child is under 18 or is between the ages of 18 and 23 and attending a VA-approved school, or was considered permanently incapacitated before turning 18. So that's a helpless child situation.
A couple of things about the child thing here is that we covered this earlier. The under 18, over 18. It's can be easy to tune out dependent children and just think children, but there is an age limit on that, right? You're either under 18 or over 18 by a little, but a 32-year-old child is not a dependent child. Unless, right? Unless you got in these dates. So just be aware of what dependent children, don't blow smoke up your own ass. Just read the criteria, see if you actually meet it, and know that you meet it. Run it by somebody else. Is this, we can talk ourselves into anything, especially when it comes to money. We're biased, right? That happens. We want to get it, and we've not been getting it because we didn't know what we were doing. So don't be confident. Don't be cocky.
And then below that is where we actually have the pay rate for your DIC.
Okay.
And it's going to be the same whether you're a dependent child or you're a spouse. The DIC rate is a base rate.
Wait. So you're saying that this is one base rate and it's the same thing for both? There's nothing, it's straightforward-ish?
Yeah, from what I'm reading on the screen that we've been showing, it says based on the 2025 COLA increase of 2.5%, the 2025 DIC rate is 1653.06. Dependents
And that's it. That's all there is to it. Yep.
Dependents may also be eligible for added monthly compensation based on certain criteria. And that's all listed below that. But it's a base rate whether you're a spouse or you're a dependent.
Let me jump in here real quick and tell you about my boot camp. If you want to learn more about the VA claims process, check out my boot camp. You can talk to me live. There's a link on the website and in the description, combatcraig.com. And also, if you need medical evidence like a nexus or documenting your symptoms properly, go to our website, combatcraig.com, and it says medteam/nexus letters. Click on that link, fill out the form. Boom, you're done.